Hello and welcome back, my mindful friends. Today's Mindfulness Monday, and our topic is about productivity. Many people have asked me how I remain productive if I'm always focused on being mindful. My answer is always this: mindfulness is staying in the present, and if I'm in the present, then I'm able to do what I need to do. The goal of every day is to be as productive as possible. We aim to heighten our productivity in a number of ways: to-do lists, project management, Eisenhower squares, and so on. Some people benefit greatly from these methods, but some don't find them to be that helpful. Even when we've got all these tools, we still find ourselves only accomplishing one or two things in a normal work period. At the root of peak productivity is mindful thinking. You have to do everything with a purpose. Being mindful will never lessen your productivity. In fact, it will take it to new heights. When you're working on a task, you should always be focused solely on that task. Not the one after the current, not what you're going to be eating for dinner, and definitely not about the task you just finished. When your mind keeps darting around, you can't possibly be productive. This being said, let's talk about multitasking. Everyone thinks multitasking is actually helpful, but really it's productivity's enemy. Cut it out. You may think ironing your clothes and organizing a draft of your business plan is the best plan, but I can almost guarantee that one of these tasks are going to be done mediocrely. Either you'll burn your clothes, or your business plan is going to be thrown together. When you're focusing on a plethora of tasks at one time, something is going to be slighted. Multitasking is just a bad route to go, and once it's a habit, it's hard to stop. In terms of mindfulness, multitasking is an awful idea. You can't be mindful if your mind keeps jumping between two or more tasks. You're not fully there for any of them, so your present self isn't even present. Mindfulness requires us to focus entirely on one activity, on one thing, on one feeling, fully investing ourselves in the task or feeling or moment. So, the real question is, how do we remain mindful and also productive? The answer is simple. Take your time to do things right. Only focus on one task at a time, and do that task until it's done well enough. This may be taxing for my multitaskers out there, but your brain will definitely thank you. If it's hard to focus, try to do some time intervals. I know personally I like to study in intervals of an hour. Or some people might like the Pomodoro method. Whatever you do, just make sure it's helping you reach your ultimate goal of being productive. Take mental breaks and check in with yourself. Ask yourself questions like, is what I'm doing right now purposeful? Is this receiving all of my attention? Am I bored or burnt out? When you do this, it'll be easier for you to be attentive to your own needs and productivity. Now remember, you may not always feel a spectacular sense of mindfulness and zen, but you will notice a difference in your productivity. If you're bored or uninterested, try doing a refreshing task to get your mind back on track. If you feel like what you're doing right now is not purposeful or helping you reach your main goal, delegate it to someone else. If you're not giving all of your attention to the task at hand, reassess what you're doing that isn't giving all of your attention. Maybe you're reading the news while you're also filling out paperwork. Maybe you're listening to this podcast right now, but also cooking dinner. If you want to be your best self, you have to devote yourself entirely to whatever task you have in front of you. This week, I charge you guys with working with yourself, entirely with yourself. If you're going through a task on a to-do list, do that entire task alone for the time allotted. Maybe you'll need to take breaks every now and again because you feel like your focus is waning, but as long as you rein yourself back in after that break and do only that thing, you'll be on the path to mindfulness. Alrighty, thanks for viewing and listening, guys, and I hope you all are able to apply this to your life sometime soon. Don't forget your homework, and have a great day. If you're new to mindfulness or are a mindfulness veteran and are interested in College Girl's take on self-help and reaching enlightenment, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for podcasts every Monday and Wednesday. See ya!